Hi everyone, it's me, Darlene. I was going through some baskets of yarn. Well, we have all kinds of tubs and stuff of yarn, and I came across some very old yarn and some very old projects. And this ugliness made me think of something that I wanted to show you guys, but I wanted to show you using crochet cord. And I don't have any. I do have some, I'm sure, but I just can't find it. But I'm going to walk you through it, and I'm going to tell you how you can easily make a summer scarf. Ignore this stuff. I know I made this years ago, and I'm sure I was just playing with yarn scraps. You can tell this is all scrappy. As a matter of fact, I remember we got some of this pink yarn that came all with knots throughout the whole yarn. I don't know where I ever got that. Who knows? It was probably handed down to me generation after generation. But I had just put it together with some other yarn, and I came up with this very lacy, weird stitch, which is kind of where I got my lacy ladder stitch that I showed you guys. All this is chains, and it gets connected. But this makes me think of something else I used to do with crochet cord. And I can't find my crochet cord, but I will find it. I'm going to insert a picture here.
This happens to be on Walmart.com, but any cotton crochet thread will be good. You can look, there's all different brands. The smaller the number, the bigger the cord. So size 5 is good for things like shawls, scarves, things like that. Size 10 would be okay too, but 20, 30, 40, then you're starting to talk about like really fine thread. So I think there's even a size 3. That would even probably be a little bit better than 5.
And you can get that at just about any store, and they're usually 100% cotton. And if you were to make what I'm about to show you using cord like that is 100% cotton, you could absolutely make yourself some summer scarves. For those of you who still like to have a scarf around your neck, or even, spring, fall, it would make a very lacy scarf. It would not be bulky like this, but who knows, maybe you'd even like something like this, but this is double thickness. I mean, this is a hot mess. I love all the colors and stuff, but it's a hot mess. So let me just show you. Oh, first of all, let's look here. You can make the chains in between any length you want. This is pretty good, or even a little bit further apart. Let's see how much this is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, maybe like 10. So let's just start with this piece of yarn and see what we can do. We're just going to kind of wing it together. You could always use like peaches and cream. I was going to show you with this so we could see, what the texture would be, but I don't want to do black on a tutorial because it's too hard for you to see. So we're just going with this. I'll show you, and you can have fun experimenting with all the different kinds of yarn or cording that you have. Okay, since I'm just winging this, I'm going to be making my chains 12 stitches long. So I believe my foundation chain needs to be a multiple of 13 plus 1. I think. We'll see if I am right at the end. And if you were to be making a scarf, you need your chain to be the length that you want your scarf to be. And you can make this into an infinity scarf because you could attach it, you could twist the scarf even and attach the ends at the end. But you want the chain to be as long as your scarf is, but you could start with just a practice piece like me just to see if you even like this and play with it with different textures of yarn or thread or cord or whatever. And so what I did here is 10, 20, 30, I believe I chained 40. Let me count. I'll be right back. Yes, I chained 40. So we'll see if that works out for us. And you can tell that I do crocheting videos very much like I do my sewing videos. I just do it right along with you. You get to see me just figure it out as I go. So we're going to start and end each row with a single crochet. That's just going to give you a little edge on the end of your scarf or whatever project you're making. So a single crochet. Now we're going to chain 12. 1, 2, 3, and 12. Now for the foundation row, it's a little bit trickier. Once you have your first row done, there's no more counting involved and no more worried, well, a little bit worried about twisting. But let's see. This was our single crochet right here. So now we want to skip 12 chains, and we're going to do a single crochet in the 13th. So we're not counting the one we already put a single crochet in. So let's go here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We're going to work in this guy right here, and I'm going to do a single crochet. So let me stick my hook in there so I don't lose my place. And you know, you don't want this, you know, foundation chain to be all twisted and turned. Single crochet. So this is what we've got started here. Now we're going to chain 12 again. And if you want to change how wide your spaces like this are, well, whatever number you decide to chain is how many you're going to skip. And you can just make a long chain, and at the end, if there's anything left over, you can just like undo some. Make it easy on yourself. Okay, so once again now I have to skip 12, so I'm not going to count the one we worked in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We're going to work in this guy right here. Single crochet. All it is for this is chain stitch and single crochet. I'm going to chain 12. And if I wanted to, I could just now finish by doing my single crochet here, but let's see if I, you know, have the right number of chains. So I need to, let me just take this out. I need to skip 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. All right, so I'm short 1. So I think maybe the right math would be a multiple of 13 plus 2. But what I'm going to do, since it's not really going to matter, is I'm just going to do it here. But normally you would skip 12 and then you would go into your last chain to do your single crochet. But nobody's going to know that I'm 1 short. Okay, this is our first row completed. Now you chain 1 and turn. Now it gets very, very easy. Your single crochet, you're going to single crochet into the single crochet. I said that a lot of times. 1 single crochet in the single crochet that you created before. Now chain 12. Now we no longer have to count. You're just going to make your single crochet right in the single crochet from the previous row. You do, however, still want to make sure that you're not twisted. That gets easier as the piece gets, you know, longer, but no more counting. You don't have to count. You're just going to go right into this single crochet that you made in the previous row, and you're going to make a single crochet. And chain 12. And again, just go find your next single crochet, and it's right here. So we're going in, single crochet. Chain 12, and we're going to just go right into our final single crochet and single crochet, chain 1 and turn, and you would just repeat that over and over again. I'm going to work on this and make it a little bit wider, and then I will be right back. So here's what we have so far, and I really, really like this. And again, imagine it being crocheted with a cotton cord. It would make such cool summer scarves, or even some kind of like a lacy little tank or a lacy skirt to wear over a bathing suit. So I think you might end up liking this. Now let's say you want to change how many chains you do in between. Maybe you want it wider, maybe you don't want it so wide. The formula you need for your foundation chain is whatever number you choose, you add 1. So let's say you want only 8 chains in between. You would say a multiple of 9 plus 2. That accounts for each single crochet, and the plus 2 counts for that last single crochet plus the chain that we have on our hook. And so if you wanted 15, you would say a multiple of 16 plus 2. The other thing you can change is, instead of having just one single crochet at the beginning and the end, you could have 2 or 3 or 4 single crochet. The same as in the middle. You could have 2, 3, or 4 single crochet in the middle. If you decided to change those things, then of course your foundation chain would have to change also. It's hard to say. But again, you can just make your foundation chain as long as you want. And then, after you've made your repeats the way they're supposed to be, if you have any chain left over, you just cut it, tie a knot, and you're golden. So give it a try. Let me know if you like it, or if you make anything with it. I know I'm not showing you an actual project, but again, this could be turned into a summer scarf or a winter scarf like this. I mean, it's really cool. It's nice and spongy, and it wraps around the back of a neck really well because it just all collapses, yet it's pretty hanging in the front. You could also knot it, do whatever you want. And again, you could make it an infinity scarf, or at least a closed scarf, by just matching up your ends, crocheting them together, doing whatever you want. If you make anything with this, you can always email me images at peanutgallery@darlenemichaud.com. I would absolutely love to see what you make with the crocheted patterns that I show you. So have fun with it, and thank you for watching. I'll be back with more soon. Bye!